स्वामिने नमः। हरे कृष्ण प्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारणे श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवाशादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. Hare Krishna, dear girls. So now we are continuing the story of Nala and Damayanti. So briefly, what happened? Nala, due to the gambling match, he lost everything, all the kingdom, everything. And his wife, Damayanti and Nala, both of them, banned into the exile into the forest. So now Nala thought, why should the princess, Damayanti, why should she suffer like me? Because it is my mistake. So I didn't listen to her and I was so greedy in a gambling match. Then why my wife should suffer for my sin? So let me get separated from her. So by thinking that, Nala went away from her. But Damayanti, uh, Damayanti was so scared. She became very sorrowful, very sad means very sad by the separation of her husband, and no food, no water, no proper clothing. She was, it's a heavy pain, right? So she cursed that hunter so that she escaped from hunter. And then she, by the Lord's arrangement, she saw all the Brahma Rishis. They blessed her, so she is continuing her journey to find out where to go, because she is in the middle of the forest, and the forest is very, very big, very huge, and she didn't know what to do, where to go. So the Providence is taking her. So she was finding her way, where can I go? So when after some walk, she found one big group of people. Big group of people, they are like caravan. We say that group of merchants traveling from one place to another place. Such a group is called as caravan. This caravan group she saw, and then there she spoke to the leader of that caravan. His name was Suchi. And then she told him that, she is undergoing an unfortunate life event. So she requested him, can she join that group in traveling? He said, okay, fine. But she was asking whether he had seen Nala. He said, I didn't see anybody by name Nala. So now the group is going. So she also accompanied them. After a long walk, they got some, with the group, you get something to eat, and then some people also, some support. But the people and the merchants and the group of people, they are not so friendly with her. Somehow she is managing and going. So they reached a big lake in the forest area itself, a big lake, huge lake. So they made a tent, big tents there, and so all of them, they refreshed there and they spent that night there. Everything went well, but in the middle of the night, a group of elephants from the forest came and, and destroyed all the things, and then they smashed their belongings. So they made big damage to the tent and camp. So the people were so scared. No group, big group it was. So they were scared and they ran here and there, shouting. All these things happened. So somehow Damayanti got up and then she was also very scared. And she was in the corner running. Somehow the elephants came and then went back. But Damayanti was so scared. No, no sleep, no food, no water, no clothing. How the condition will be? So she's along with that group, but they were not happy with her. They said because of this lady only it happened that some unfortunate condition happened and we lost so much wealth. Some were smashed to death also. So they were not happy. They thought she must be some witch or some ghost haunted lady or some unfortunate lady. So we should kill her like that and all they are speaking. When they started speaking negatively, Damayanti thought, now it is too much now. I have to escape from here. She ran from that group far away, far away, far away, far away, far away from them. Then she got separated from them. But now where to go again? Where to go? She found one Brahmana who was traveling somewhere. Then he seems to be a good person. Then she joined him. He said, I'm going to a place called Cheti. Okay, she followed him and then finally escaped from the forest area and other lonely places. She entered into the uh, human being where people live in the countrysides like that. So they came into a country called kingdom called Cheti. So that was capital city like. So she entered and small boys were looking at her because she looks like mad woman, not proper clothing, not looks so dirty because of tiredness, all these things. So the boys were curious to see her and they were running behind her. But there was a huge palace there, big palace, and from the palace, the queen of that country, was looking on into the streets. She was in a higher stair in the terrace, and she could see that beautiful lady, but looking like a beggar, but not proper clothing and things. She could find out that this lady should be some goddess or some demigods or some apsara, but the way she looks is something mystical. So she immediately calls for her servant and tells him that go and bring that lady here. So the soldier goes to her and then to Damayanti and told her that the queen is calling you. Queen of this country is calling you. Damayanti said, okay, I'll go there. She went to the queen mother, no. She said, who are you? Damayanti narrated her story, but she didn't reveal her name. She said, yeah, what happened in her life, all these things. Then Queen said, you can stay with my daughter, who is of your age. You can be peaceful until you find your husband and your parents. So be here. Uh, Damayanti accepted, but she said, I have some conditions. Yes. Queen said, yes, and we will agree for whatever condition you are putting. She said that I will not talk to any man. So you should give me protection if some unwanted men want to approach me, or you should give me protection from any man. I want to be in seclusion with ladies, women only. She agreed, of course, yes, my daughter will be safe. You will also be safe. Then she said, I will not, I will do the work, whatever you say, as a servant, maid servant. Queen said, you need not be servant because you look like from a very respectable family. You can help my daughter in hairdressing. So you become a hairdresser to my daughter and be with her like a friend. Damayanti told that I will not do the menial service like washing the jutta plates, like, eaten plates of others, because I am from a respectable person and family. So mother accepted, the queen accepted. Yeah, I will consider you as my daughter. You can be here safe. So now Damayanti's life settled to some extent. She got some shelter and she is with the Queen, Chethi kingdom. This is something suspense here. Later we'll come to know. Now coming to Nala, what happened to Nala? We have to see. Nala, after leaving Damayanti, was walking for a long time. No food, no shelter. There he found a forest fire. Forest fire is very heavy, right? That's why we sing Samsara Dhava Nalalidaloka. The forest fire cannot be extinguished by any human endeavor. Only the mercy should fall. So forest fire happens means nobody can save the living entities in that forest. So Nala heard some sound. Please help me, come, please protect me. So Nala followed that voice, but he entered into the fire. That fire was not so intense, so he entered into the fire and saw some Naga. A Naga, this is like you can see the bottom of the body is like the head is the human head, and then the rest of the body is Naga, like snake type, or some, I don't know. The description is not clear. So he found Naga called Karkodaka. Name was Karkodaka. Then he said, please lift me, take me from this place, and then walk fast so that we can escape from this fire. Then when Nala carried him in the hand, he became very light and he became very small also. So that Nala can easily carry him, and then went out of the forest fire. And he was walking. After some time, he wanted to leave the Naga down. But Naga said, no, 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 please walk little while. Like that, he was, Nishada king, Nala, was walking. And then finally, he came to a far distance from the forest fire. So now, when when Nala about to keep that snake down, immediately the snake bit him. Then Nala got surprised. I helped you, but you are biting me. He thought that he may die because it's a snake, right? Maybe it is a powerful snake. But instead, he became totally ugly, bad looking, black. Totally became turned to black. Nala was supposed to be very handsome man, and the body completely changed. Then Karkodaka spoke, I beat you for your well-being because you are haunted by this Sunny Dev inside. Sunny captured him. Sunny or Kali. Sunny captured you, and because of that, you are suffering. Your time has gone very bad because of the Shani. Now I beat you, so I injected a kind of poison which changed your appearance, one. And secondly, the person inside you will be burning. It will not do anything to you. The poison will not do anything to you, but the person inside you will be suffering. You will not suffer by any pain, except that your body, you lost your body beauty. Then Naga said, I was once deceived, sage Narada, and Narada cursed me to be in one place. And he also told me that the king will come and then rescue you. So you helped me a lot. So for that, I'm very grateful to you. Now I'll give you a celestial cloth. Whenever you want to regain your beauty, you wear the dress and remember me. You will become original Nala. Now you change your name by the name Bahuka. His name is Vahuka. Vahuka. You become Vahuka and go to a kingdom, go to Ayodhya, where Rituparna, there is a king called Rituparna. He is a very pious, nice king. You go there and be with him and help because you have the knowledge of horses. He has the knowledge of dice playing. So he will teach you, and in exchange, uh, uh, you teach him the skill of how to find out good horses. Then you both will become. Then your time will come where you can win over your brother. Uh, then you both Pushkara, brother Pushkara. Then you can regain your kingdom, and you'll be united with your wife and children. Don't worry, please don't mistake me. Nothing will happen. This poison will not affect you. So, as per the guidance of this Naga, Karkodaga, Nala went to a place called Ayodhya, and he meets that king Rituparna. King Rituparna already Nala's chariot driver, Varshaneya, whom Damayanti gave the children and asked him to leave the children in her parents' place, right? Parents' country is Vidarbha. The headquarters is Kundina. So this Varshaneya, chariot driver of Nala, was already there. And then now Rituparna, Nala came to Rituparna, the king of Ayodhya, and told him that he was good. He is very good in horse, finding out the good horse and then maintaining the horses. Know the skills, and also he is a very good minister. He can act as a very good minister. So by his speech, the Rituparna got attracted, and he told, "I will give you 10,000 gold coin as salary. You be here, take care of my horses, and be here." So Nala also settled in Ayodhya. Damayanti settled in Chethi kingdom. So when this was going on, the parents of Damayanti were very much worried. Children are here, but the Bhima, the father of Damayanti, uh, then he was very worried. Since a long time, it has happened that they couldn't find the about Nala and Damayanti. So he called for all the Brahmanas in his country and told them secretly that you go and find out where Nala and Damayanti around the world. And if you find out, or if you even give the information to me, I'll give you thousands of cows, village, and then agricultural land, whatever wealth you wish also. So please do this mission. So all the Brahmanas now they will be rewarded by the king. So they have that high motivation. So they scattered around the world. They were traveling around, and they were searching for Nala and Damayanti, Nala and Damayanti. One fortunate Brahmana by name Sudeva came to this Chetty kingdom, where he saw that Damayanti was sitting with Sunanda. Sunanda was Chetty princess. Then immediately he asked for permission, all these things, and went to see Damayanti, and he asked her. He asked, "Oh, I am your brother's friend, Sudeva. Do you remember me? I guess you are Damayanti, but your originality is missing. Your attractiveness is missing, but still I can guess that you are Damayanti." Then Damayanti agrees, and after seeing a relative, brother's friend, she started crying. When she started crying, Damayanti, when she started crying, because her condition is like she's a maid servant now. When she started crying, Sunanda, she saw that and she immediately called her mother, saying that some Brahmana came and Damayanti is crying. Then Queen came there and then she was asking what is the matter. Then the Brahmana Sudeva was telling that this girl, this Damayanti, she is the princess of the queen of Vidarbha, the princess of Vidarbha kingdom, and wife of Nishada king Nala. Then the mother, queen mother, yeah, is it so? You are Damayanti. Oh, then yes, Damayanti had a birthmark on her in between her eyebrows. She had a lotus natural mark here, lotus, a small lotus. Then because her face was covered with, she became dark and then she was deprived of so many things. So, but immediately Sunanda, what she did, she took a cloth and wiped her face like if, by force. Then they could see that mark, birthmark, like lotus. Then immediately the queen embraced her, saying that you are my sister's daughter. So this queen of Cheti, sister of Damayanti's mother, then she said, "Oh, how fortunate I am! Now you are here." So she was very loving. Already she was loving before also. Then now Damayanti decided, after all these things happened, Damayanti decided that let me go to my parents' house. I have stayed here for a long time. Now let me go. And the Brahmana also, along with the Brahmana. So the queen arranged for a group of soldiers to escort her. And she was sent in a nice palanquin and with enough gifts, enough food items for the travel. It is a long distance. So safely, Damayanti reached her parents' country, Vidarbha. The place is Kundina. So she reached the place Kundina, and then where mother, father, Bhima, everybody embraced her, and the children, twin boy and twin daughter, both of them were, all were happy, but still Nala is missing, right? Then when Damayanti reached parents' home, the mother, she went to the mother after taking rest and all. Then she told, if you don't find my husband, I will die. I cannot live without my husband. For me, my husband is very important. Please use all your power and please find him out. So then again, king ordered many brahmanas to go around and find out where Nala is. So they came to the brahmanas before going, came to Damayanti and asked how we can find out. Then she gave a message, beautiful message. That message I will read directly. O beloved gambler, where have you gone after cutting off of my garment and deserting me in the dead of night as I innocently slept in the forest? As I remain waiting for your return, I am still clad in the dirt of a cloth, and I am burning up with grief. O king, please relent and give an answer to she who is constantly weeping in agony on account of you. My dear Brahmana, please speak in this way so that my husband will take pity on me. So all the Brahmanas, they go around, and then they are speaking, repeating the same message everywhere, so that Nala will understand and approach the Brahmana so that something will happen. But nothing, no result. except one Brahmana. His name is Parnada. So when Parnada went to the kingdom of Ayodhya, where Rituparna was there, when he was repeating, uh, nobody replied anything. Everywhere the Brahmins were going and repeating this message. So, but after hearing, after some time, uh, this Vahuka, now Nala is named as Vahuka. So he is saying, uh, he's telling now, he's replying. So he says that, you see, O Brahmana, the aggrieved lady who has sent you here should not be angry. For he that has deserted her was overwhelmed by terrible, terrible misfortune. A beautiful and virtuous woman should not be angry with one who has deprived of his only garment by birds as he tried to secure some food. To get some food, he went, and but his only garment was taken away by the birds. So Prabhupada also in one lecture was telling that, glorifying Damayanti, that she decided to be with the king who has no clothing also. See, the time came that previously he was the king of the whole world, but time came in such a way that they don't even have clothing. This is basic, the time was so bad. So here we need to understand that if time is bad, everybody has to undergo bad time. It's not, nobody can escape bad time. So in anyone's life, anybody, however great they may be, they have to undergo tough time in their life. Some kind of problems will happen. So in all those times, in all the problematic times, one need to be peaceful and depend on Krishna, surrender to Krishna. That lesson we have to learn and remain patient and keep trying to be peaceful and maintaining the moral values. That is very important. So he continues, even though she might have been ill treated, such a wife should not be offended by her husband, who had lost his kingdom and all his prosperity and was terribly oppressed by hunger, thirst, and fatigue. So this was told by Vahuka. Vahuka is none other than Nala. Now, Vahuka Nala is replying. So, uh, without this Brahmana know who is Nala, but this is spoken by somebody who is not so handsome, who is very dark, short. Nala is a very handsome personality person, but this Vahuka is a short, black, ugly person. But the message he's giving back some message. Others were not giving any message back. So immediately this Brahmana went to Damayanti and gave that, only one person who is looking after the horses. These are all the clue that Damayanti got. Oh, looking after the horses is very important, right? Um, Nala, she knows. Damayanti knows that Nala is very expert in horse care and finding out which horse is a good horse. He's highly talented that by seeing a horse, he can speak to them, he can handle them, he can make them fly in the sky. That is a skill, high talent. So when she found out that he is taking care of horses there, then she added out, oh, this may be because, but the appearance is not looking like Nala. So still Damayanti want to go deep into that, and then she called one confidential Brahmana, that Sudeva, friend of her brother. She called Sudeva and told, yeah, already for Parnada they gave gifts. Okay, you have got some message. Uh, Then she called the another Brahmana, who's very trustworthy, Sudeva, and told him that you go and announce this. Whatever I say, that you repeat this. But she took the permission of Queen, our mother, saying that whatever she is going to do here, that was not told to King Bhima, her father, because here she is telling that there will be a Swayamvara. Swayamvara, I think everybody knows. Swayamvara means where the princess chooses her husband. So all the young princess, king, whoever wants to marry particular girl, they come to that kingdom so that she garland the chosen whomever she likes. That is called Swayamvara. So now she is already married, children are there, but she is extraordinarily beautiful. In that time, she was the only beautiful girl in the whole world. Everybody know that Damayanti, her glories were like that. So now she made a plan like this to announce only to the kingdom of Ayodhya, nowhere else. So she told the Brahmana Sudeva, you go and say that King Bhima is going only one day she gives. The day you reach, immediately you say that tomorrow is Swayamvara of Damayanti. Because the distance between Ayodhya and Vidarbha is very far. In one day, it's very difficult to reach. She planned this because if that is the Vahuka is Nala, then he will be able to come to Vidarbha, because he is very good in horse riding. So she gave that dialogue, like, you go and say that there is going to be a Swayamvara in Vidarbha kingdom for the because the Nala is not coming back. So Damayanti decided to remarry again. So when this was announced in Ayodhya, the king Ritiparna, everybody know that Damayanti is extraordinary. So he decided that let me go and join the Swayamvara. And so how he can go in one day? It is very, very far away. You cannot imagine in going there by one day. So he was thinking, okay, let me call this Vahuka. He called Vahuka and he told that, can we go by tomorrow evening? Day after tomorrow is the Swayamvara. So tomorrow evening we have to reach Vidarbha, because the queen announced Swayamvara, Damayanti announced Swayamvara there. You imagine the condition, the heart condition of Vahuka now, Nala. He was shocked. How come a chaste lady who was so dedicated to me is now announcing a Swayamvara? He was so pained, but still he said, he is servant of Rituparna now. He said, yes, yes, boss, yes, sir. Now I will take you by tomorrow evening, which nobody can imagine. So Nala's talent is like that. He is extraordinarily talented person. So the king said, come on, let's go to the stable where the horses are there kept. In the stable, thousands of horses are there. He goes and selects some weak horses. Then Rituparna got really angry on Bahuka. Are you joking? With these horses, can we go? But Vahuka replied back that, you don't know. You see, he found out the marks and special hair arrangements. A bunch of hair in front, and then a bunch of hair in the neck, and a bunch of hair in the back. There is some calculation. Out of that calculation, he captured powerful horses, which looks externally weak. Externally, they look very thin. not weak, thin. Uh, he doesn't have any idea, Rituparna. Normal ideas they may have, but extraordinarily, which horse can fly in air? So he found out. Then he said, I trust you. Okay, come on, let's start without delay. Okay, they started the way they made a chariot, and also Nala's previous chariot driver, Varshnaya, also accompanying. Varshnaya, King Rituparna, and Vahuka Nala. The three were going in the chariot. Nala is handling the horses. The horses are just flying. Once they started the journey, the king Ritiparna's upper garment flew away. They have that towel kind of thing, right? Upper one. Then he said, hey, please stop. No, already we have crossed some 20 kilometers. Yojanas, so many yojanas. It's very difficult to go back and get, come on, we'll go. So on the way, it's flying like, it's going in a hair speed. Now Ritiparna asked, Ritiparna also is a king, right? He had some, he wanted to show how great he is also. So he told Nala, he saw some tree, a long distance he could sense. The tree's name is Vibhitika. Vibhitika. This, if you know that Triphala, this is one of the Triphala tree. One is Amalki, one is, I forgot the name of that one. And third one is this Vibhitika. Haritaki, Amalki, yes.
Aritha. Aritha, Amla, Shikakai.
Anatshikakai.
Herde.
Arde. Vibhitika. Vibhitika, Haritaki, and Amala. So this Vibhitika tree he saw and he said, you know one thing, I am very good in calculation. What calculation? The tree has 50 million leaves and 2095 fruits. By seeing the tree, is giving the calculation. 50 million leaves, 2095 fruits, and the leaves fell down. On the ground, there are leaves, leaves and fruits. The fruits is like this small one. He's giving the calculation. The difference is 101. Then, Nala Vahuka said, now I'll stop the vehicle for some time. Now I want to go and check your talent. But Ritiparna was not happy about it because it's in Swayamara, I'm going to miss. I don't want to miss the Swayamara. I want to go there in time. Vahuka says, you can use Varshanaya and go. Now I want to check your talent here. I want to check your talent and I will find out, then I will come. If you want, you take somebody. You continue your journey. You please. Then Rituparna know that without Vahuka, he cannot reach Vidarbha. So he said, okay, I abide. I will wait. You find out and come back. Then he calculated everything, all the leaves and everything. And then he understood the talents of Ritiparna and he was very, very surprised. Yes, this is amazing talent you have. So that time, what happened? The good fortunate times of Nala came. So the Shani, which was haunting him inside his body, he left him. Because he couldn't tolerate more of the poison of this Karkodaka. Karkodaka's poison was so much burning. How long the Shani will tolerate? So he left the body of Nala. And then he said, let me go now. Please don't curse me further. I have troubled you more. And already Damayanti cursed me a lot. So please forgive me. I'll not come here again. So he was leaving. When he left, Nala could have regained his beauty. For some reason, he is keeping patient. He doesn't want to change himself immediately. He could have taken that celestial garment and asked that Karkodaga to give him the youth back or the original body back. But he was patient. He's okay. He was thinking that not now, later, maybe. So now Vahuka traveling. Yeah, he took the chariot again. Again, they are flying. The moment they reach Kundina, the city where the palace is situated, Damayanti and everybody could sense the way Nala uh, take care of the horses, because when Nala drives the chariot, the horses make a rattling sound, which is unique. That, if, for example, this is my personal thing, that when my husband drives my bike, I know the sound, how he parks, everything I know, because the many years you accustomed to is how he drives and how what is the sound of that vehicle. This any if you are experienced with the noise and habituated with these things, you will easily find out. So here, Damayanti is very talented, and she know that how her husband handles the horses, and so she was shocked immediately. She was looking from the terrace who are coming. She could see that three persons: Varshnaya, King Rituparna, and the chariot driver Vahuka. Because chariot driver doesn't resemble Nala in any way, because he was short, dark, all these things. So Damayanti was, then how come? Maybe Varshnaya she could understood. Varshnaya, their previous chariot driver, maybe he made the sound. She was, but still her heart is not pacified. Oh, then all of them they come. Mm. Ritiparna, when he told, he was invited by the king Bhima. Bhima was surprised. Why this king came here without any notice? Then Ritiparna also noticed that no sign of Swayamvara here. Oh, some wrong message, some miscommunication. So he was embarrassed, but he didn't tell. He said, "O King Bhima, I came here to pay my respects to you. I wanted to see you. I saw you, now I am going." But King Bhima understood something is happening here. So he said, "Come, come, come. You came as a guest. You must stay here for some time. You traveled a lot, long distance and came, you be here." Then he accepted. Okay. So he was given a nice quarters to stay and relax. In the meantime, Vahuka was allowed to go to the horse place where he was given some place to stay. And now Damayanti is quickly acting. She called her servant for girls. The queens, princess have lots of assistant girls, right? She called one such intelligent girl by name Keshini. She orders her, go and find out who is this horse keeper. Go and find out who is he and what is he doing, what is this. So this Keshini goes there and talk to that Vahuka, and he was not revealing himself. One by one, but Damayanti can sense that this is the Nala, but but the appearance is misguiding. Nala cannot be like this. But other than that, how he handles the horses. And then Kesini found out that this Bahuka, when he walks, the lower places, they raise above, and then he need not bend down, but the pathways, they raise above and then leave him. So such things are happening, and he is extremely good in cooking. Then, when he was cooking, the aroma came. Nala was very blessed with cooking. So that also Damayanti know. Then she said, "Okay, go and bring whatever he cooks." Then she Kesni go and bring whatever she cooked. When Damayanti tasted, she understood that this must be Nala, nobody else, but the appearance is different. But nobody can cook like my husband. This is my husband's cooking. So she again calls the Keshini and say, "You take my two children and go there." Now you see his reaction. When the two children went there, the children couldn't recognize the father. But Nala can recognize, So he hugged them, cried like anything. Children after meeting so many years. So he was crying, crying. Then later he managed himself, managed his emotions, and he told Keshini, I'm sorry, I have children of the same age, so I became emotional. I'm sorry, please take them back. Please don't come here again and again. So you are a lady and I am a man, so people will mistake. Please don't come here, please go. But once she went to Damayanti and told that he started crying, all these things. Then Damayanti 100% sure that he is Nala. Except something happened to the appearance, but he must be Nala. Then she again go to her mother and then request her that she wants to meet Vahuka inner chamber. Please give him some order so that he comes here. So when the soldiers go and tell Nala that the Princess Damayanti want to see you, then Nala comes as Vahuka only, not as Nala. Damayanti, she goes into that when Nala left her in the small cloth and with all dif- ugly looking condition, she goes to that same garment and same appearance. She comes in front of Nala. By seeing her, definitely Vahuka became emotional, and then uh, she was asking Nala that how come you left me in the middle of the forest? Then Nala felt very bad and he replied, which chaste lady can leave the husband and go for second Swayamvara, whatever may be the condition, whatever may be the situation, how a chaste lady can go on. Yeah, I left you. Your husband, he's not telling hi. Your husband left you in the forest, but which is chaste lady can leave the husband and go for a Swayamvara? But Damayanti said, I want to find out my husband. That is you. That is you. If I have ever thought of any man other than Nala, then let me get burnt. She's saying when she was very prayerfully saying, the Vayudev appeared there and he said, yes, I know Vayu, Indra, Chandra, all. Mainly Vayu was representing. He said that we know Damayanti for sure that she is a very chaste lady. Not even in her mind she thought of anyone else other than Nala. When the Vayudev declared this, then flowers came from the heavenly planets and, musical drums played. Then now Nala accepted this and then he took that as a celestial garment and wore. And then he was thinking of Karkodaka and then immediately he regained his original body, handsome body. So when he got that handsome body, then Damayanti went and, hugged him and, cried. Children were there. They found out the father and Nala, Damayanti. All these things the mother is seeing from behind without their knowledge. What is happening that the queen, Bhima's wife, was seeing. Then she immediately went to Bhima and told that what is happening. Then he said, we will not disturb that family. Let that family together settle today. Then we will see tomorrow. Then later, they were talking full night about what the difficulties they both of them underwent. So it is a big story. I cut off here and there. So then later, the next day, Rituparna staying there, then he takes leave. Then he also come to know that the chariot driver, the horse keeper, was none other than Nala. He got very afraid also. Then he called Nala, he met Nala and then asked for forgiveness. If I have treated you badly, please forgive me because I am not aware. Then Nala said, you have kept me very nicely. Then both of them exchanged their knowledge. Rituparna had an extraordinary knowledge of dice game. He told that he can count any number of trees, all these things he told. No, he was good in calculation. Similarly, he was good in playing dice game. Then he taught the secrets and techniques, all these things to Nala. And Nala also taught him how to find out good horses and horse signs of horses. Then then Rituparna departed. Then King Nala and Damayanti were there in their father's kingdom. And after that, King Bhima gave Nala a big army of soldiers and fighters, chariots, horses, and elephants to fight with the Pushkara, the brother of Nala. So he went alone, Nala alone with with his soldiers, go and challenge Pushkara. But Pushkara was a coward. He said, Nala was asking, you come for fighting or come for dice game? Pushkara was very confident because he won many times there. So he said, no, I will play dice game. Okay. Nala was now confident. He said, now I will bet my wife, my property now with all the soldiers. He was so confident. He said, I was always thinking of no Damayanti. Oh, now you are betting Damayanti. I will win the game. And take like that when he spoke. Nala thought, I will chop off his head. But Nala was a balanced person. He was patiently waiting. Okay, now let's play. In one first game, first play, Nala won the game. And now, whoever win the game, the other party will become the slave. Now, Pushkara has to become slave to Nala. But Nala was compassionate. He always elder brother, and he was very good. He said, I will not punish you because I always had affection for you. All these things happened because of the influence of Sunny. So I forgive you. So you go, I will give you some separate kingdom. You go and live there and you take care of yourself. So he took care of him as a brother. He had the original affection for him. So this shows that how Nala is compassionate, forgiving. Mm. So then after that they bring back Damayanti and children, and the Damayanti and Nala, they live for a long time, doing lots of sacrifices and following the regulative principles, remaining in this material world and successfully. So the amount of suffering Nala and Damayanti underwent, but still they were perfect. They remained in their good qualities. They were dharmic. Main important thing is they were dharmic. Lots of tests they underwent, especially Damayanti. Nala, of course, Nala was a little bit here and there, did some mistakes, but Damayanti was always dedicated to Nala and always a chaste lady. And she was not materialistic. That we have to understand. Mostly girls are materialistic, right, nowadays. When the marriage point comes, they want more materialism, right? But Damayanti, she was, when the husband lost everything, but she was with him. She was with him, and because of her chastity, because of her purity, they crossed this big mountain of suffering, not simple suffering, big mountain of suffering. They didn't have water to drink. They don't have cloth to wear. So they were king and queen, but how? This is the arrangement of providence. Providence can give anyone anything. Up downs will be there in the life, but still one should be following the principles, maintaining their balance in their life. So that is very, very important. That is very, very important. Uh, those who listen to the story, those who narrate this pastime of Nala and Damayanti, they will not be afraid of Shani. That's what it is written in here. Shani cannot, Shani will definitely come to everyone's life for 3 times something, but they will have the courage to face. They will have the ability to face any conditions in this material world and go through it and remain Krishna conscious. That is very important for us to remain Krishna conscious throughout our life, whatever condition we may be put. We devotees have two things. One is purity to our varna and ashram, to our dharma, whatever. Like we are all three and we have three dharma. And the most important is being Krishna conscious. Both should be there in one's life. We should be Krishna conscious and we should follow his three dharma. When both is there, that we have unlimited strength to face this material suffering and remain pure. This purity gives us force. This purity will help us to cross over the material world. Krishna will definitely help. One point I was thinking, how come these ladies, like if an ordinary lady was put into the condition of Damayanti, she might have become a prostitute, right? Spoiled by so many people and then no care. And such things are happening in this material world. But how come Damayanti has escaped? One important point we have to understand is that we get guidance outside and inside. Two guidances we are getting, outside and inside. Outside, we get the guidance from Guru Maharaj, Prabhupada's books, devotees. For us, this is the source. But persons like Damayanti, they have inside because they maintain purity so that they have the direct guidance of the Supreme Soul, Super Soul, Paramatma. So because of the purity of Damayanti, she had direct access with the Lord and the Lord was guiding her. To us also, Lord is guiding us, but we are not able to hear him or we are not connected to him. This is the important point we have to understand. But through Krishna consciousness, if we attain purity in Krishna consciousness, then we have direct connection with the Supreme Lord. And the Supreme Lord as Paramatma will guide us. But that is lacking for all of us. We are not pure in heart and we are not connected with Paramatma clearly. So what we have to do? We have to connect ourselves with the Guru Parampara. Guru Parampara and devotees, senior devotees. We get guidance from senior devotees and Guru Parampara, and we use that in our life, in our life's sufferings. If, for example, if you undergo some problem, if some senior devotee is guiding you, you have to take the guidance. It's not only listening to lecture and don't apply in the life. We have to apply that in our life. But then the connection you get and the right guidance will be given to you. So when we do either one of this, either to take shelter of senior devotees, or we have so much power, so we connect directly to the Paramatma. Both the way, Lord is going to help through devotees or directly. So we need to endeavor like that. So I end here. So we have some 5 minutes to express your. Next week we will have elaborate discussion. Today I have some other class, so we'll have some 5 more minutes. If you want to share your comments here, because I don't think you have any doubts here, or if you have doubts, you can ask any one or two questions, comments. You're welcome. Thank you.
Hare
Manika.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Yes, Madhavi. Thank you so much, Madhavi, for narrating this story. Actually, this is my one of the favorite story, Madhavi, from the scriptures. Um, Last, I heard this from Harvesh Shamapriya Devidasi podcast. So I really liked it. And
Okay.
you said you'll narrate this. So I felt so happy, Madhavi. Thank you so much. By this story, I feel like we get really the force, Mataji. This is
Connected,
very,
yeah. You get connection.
and not, yes, Mataji, connection and also the result by hearing this story. We get a lot of, what we say, power and strength in our spirituality and chastity, mostly the chastity.
Very good.
So, thank you so much, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Part one of the story is already in the group, I think. I posted, right? Nala and Damayanti is there in the. Otherwise, I will send you. The link is there, Janaki. You are in the group, right? And
Hare Krishna Mataji.
yeah,
Which group, Mataji?
chaste
Dasana
devotees. You are not there in the chaste devotees group.
No, Mataji.
Okay,
I'm not
it is
there
there.
in
Okay.
that.
I'll send you.
Okay.
Actually, this class I started for young unmarried girls.
Oh, can I attend or not?
Yes, you can, because then I thought speaking to one or speaking to many, same. Anyway, I want to go some for some young girls to personally guide them every week until their marriage. So we have some personal discussion also, like individual discussion, which I am not posting in the YouTube and all. The last week, before week and all, I used to talk to the girls, because nowadays, Hare Krishna, nowadays nobody is